speak. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now this time, they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. As completed is St. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let the fullback try to power it home. Oh, the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your...
And he will power his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. Quickly to the outside and complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Jackson
line.
looking to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Second down. Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the connection there. That's enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Play action now. Jackson moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward and will give him 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, go. 13.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
13. Yeah.
3rd and short, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, London.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Black Lights come right back to tie it at 7. Now the kicking team here will take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that kick goes out of bounds. Right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, Vikings, ready.
Back to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Hawk, Warriors, 17, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to the air once more on second down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Detroit.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
Finding room to the 20. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
For him. 180.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
180. Middle. Hey. He's moving, boys, moving.
Jackson now on second down. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 28-yard line.
Go check. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Good blocking to the 15. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book to see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6.
Makes the score Lions 21, Black Knights 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Alpha, set up.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Hey, come on.
Here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. We'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Ready.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Let's go. Hey, check that.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one is going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Go! Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to...
Jahmyr Gibbs! And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone.
His kick is good.
They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
35-yard line.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to London, England after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, sit up, you. Sit up, sit up.
That'll give on the ground. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Out of man, left side. It's caught. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Now Jackson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that will be a first down. Now Jackson. Forced out wide. Now he takes off. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
180!
Again, it's Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Jackson up top again. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal.
13. Report. Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
Sit on. Hey, report. Hey, Ozzy, sit on. Go right here. Sit on.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good games, 19 for this one.
At the 35-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Third and long for Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
quick, ready?
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
180! Hey, wait. The motion.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
35. Black Knight 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Give up the middle, and they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5.
180! Set up! Set up! 180! What is shot? You are X. You are X. Set up!
Off the play fake. Jackson. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's enough for a 1st down.
What is shot? Get out! 180! What is shot? What is shot?
Play action now. Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. First and 10.
13.
Here's a run going left. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights are able to cut into the deficit.
Knights 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the jump. Big Lion.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 35, here's second down and 7.
Unlock line. Unlock. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go. Go.
On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
70 Timberwolves.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Ready, check.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, check that. Street. Come on.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Black Knights, 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man, left side, he's got it. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Sit up.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9.
6 brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! Sit on!
Jackson looking to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third down and 9.
Be ready! Sit on!
Back to throw, Jackson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And 1.
Go ahead. Sit on!
Jackson now. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the first down. They took the chance, threw it on 4th down, and they end up with 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha, sit on!
Now a handoff, a wrinkle, here comes a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, middle. To what? 180! What is it? Sit on!
Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Hey, sit on! 180! What is it? Sit on! 180! What is it? Sit on!
Now Jackson on 4th down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Go! Viking 18! Panther Street! Panther Street!
Once again, it's Gibbs. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Deputy!
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Here we go. Stack.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.